Hi, I'm Nikota. Boots to the ground, 24. I've got that correct. Okay. And okay, I'm going to sort of like continue with a few things, okay? And it's all just going to integrate and take what you need and leave what you are not aware of at the present moment. Come back in 6 months, 6 days, whenever. Okay. But what I do want to say is, okay, I just want to be clear. Okay. Because right now there's a lot of stuff going on out there. There is, but the most important thing is you and myself. For me, myself, because the more that I'm doing what I need to be doing, the more I'm integrating and expanding. Memory wise, remembrance is coming in very, very strongly to do with Lemuria. And out there in the collective, over in Hawaii, Mao, wow, wow. All I know is on the aspect of Lemuria, okay, there's a lot of clearing going on. There is clearing in a sense to allow more remembrance, I want to say, more of those that are in this incarnation becoming more connected, because we're old souls, we are. For me personally, Lemurian, linked with Creator. And I know that whatever is out there and sort of like whatever plans certain individuals or beings of God will not come to the fruition that they are planning, okay, because this is about raising consciousness. It is, and the divine light is coming in extremely strong. It is, and it's also going to happen similarly all over the earth. It is, which is good, okay. Because it's about being unified in unity within, okay. And the more that you're in unity within, the more you're connected within, the more your essence, your energy is in, your divine is in, the more you're expanding and the more you're assisting and supporting the collective. You are. A lot of remembrance, We're in the new golden age, which in all this is exciting times. It is. This is also about in the physical sense, okay, what you can do, i.e., as I said about purification, purification, i.e., for instance, of your homes, okay, that's like with incense. What I did forget to mention was bicarbonate soda, like if you're washing your floors, that is extremely good, okay, put that in with whatever you use on your floors to mop, okay, and in your washing, okay, for instance, because we're not aware of, in a sense, is how our clothes can pick up on things and attract things when we're out as well. Okay, so when you add a little bit of bicarbonate soda in the wash, okay, so you throw it in the washing machine a little bit, and Bob's your uncle in a sense, okay. It just really neutralizes it. It does. I mean, there's so many things that help us, so many natural essences. That there's, sea salt, put salt down, as well, like around your houses as well. And bathe in your Himalayan salts and your Epsom salts, whatever you get inwardly from your heart center, because this is about the heart, your heart chakra point, and it's really starting to open up, as I said, like a little petal. It is. This is about all the imprints, and when I mean imprints, programs and patterns that have been put on to us eons ago. Okay, that's really coming out to play in a sense, which is good because at the end of the day, it's a challenge, and with that challenge, okay, you learn to what was it? Work with your energy more. You do just neutralize it, and that's it. Because it's about your thought forms. Because when you think, you create and you manifest. You do, okay. You manifest it out into the collective. So, like for instance, with all these weird programs, which is vast, okay, where we're just sort of like gently in. I'm talking a 3D sense, okay, because we are in a 3D sense, in a sense, in the physical, but the more inner work that you do, the more you're expanding, the more you're going up Jacob's ladder, and you are linking with the other realms and the other dimensions, okay? For me personally, these are just words, and for me personally, it is a knowing. When you actually go through the experiences, okay, you will get your little aha moments, okay? And there's many that have walked, how can I say, my path before me, okay? Yeah, before me, that high level. And that's it. I mean, for me personally, I can go back on my timelines, I can. And in a sense, just neutralise what needs to be neutralised, and that's it, okay? Okay, because, this is so vast. It'd be too much in a sense for me to sort of like explain. It most probably either go over your head, or some will even just connect in and just recognise it, But at the end of the day, it's in that knowledge, okay, that's been in a sense given out there, okay, for you to sort of like work with if you want to work with. If you don't, you don't, okay, because it's free will, free choice. Because this is about us being free, okay? At the end of the day, we're in a physical vessel, and the vessel is what restricts us in a sense, but it protects us, okay? And it does protect us, okay? So please don't get me misunderstood, okay? We won't be going down that path. What I also are being made aware of as well is not just about purification, okay, because it is purification in the sense of the dense energies, it is, but it's also about being really aware as much as possible. We're not just one species on the earth plane, okay, and it's also about really getting to know thyself, how to protect yourself in a sense, okay, but working with your spiritual teams, because you don't just have one guide, okay, you have a multitude of guides, you have a multitude of spiritual teams, and they all work in different aspects, galactic, or right across the board, okay. And at the end of the day, what I'm aware of, okay, it's frequency, okay. In the 3D terms, we look through the eyes, okay, and it's what we see with the eyes, okay. That's what, in a sense, we tend to believe we have. But there's a much, much more bigger picture going on here, okay, because the more that you in a sense, self-heal, self-love, the more your expansion, the more you'll get more evidence, more confirmation, more proof, in a sense, okay, more trust, more faith, more hope. There's so much to it. But this is also working with the vibrations and the frequencies of, for instance, like with the bells. I mean, this is, as we know, is heart. At the present moment for me, it could be for others as well, okay, the heart and the throat chakra are very, very important right now, okay, because it's really realigned. Okay, so there you go. All right. And I may, in whatever I'm putting out there, suddenly just pick up a bell, boom, but that is me being multidimensional and my I am, okay, is enlightening me a little bit more on what I need to be doing. So I will just go with the flow, because that's it. I just go with the flow. But at the same time, this is also about unlocking keys. It is, because that's what it is. Stuck energy is unlocking keys. It is. But what I did want to say as well, it is also the energies at the moment seem to, for me personally today, seem to be a lot more smoother. They do. And it's like breathing techniques. And I've just been seeing so much more. It's the best way I can say it is like gentleness, much more gentle energies around me, which is absolutely amazing. And I've been just been like boom, 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 sorting out what I've needed to be sorting out, and it's just been really flowing quite gracefully, I want to say. This is also it's really funny, because when I was watering my plants this morning and I got these beautiful sunflowers, I'll take a picture and I'll put it up actually. And they are really growing, they are. And how can I say it? I sort of like gauge what's going on around me by nature. I do. And where I'm residing at the moment, I'm here basically just to assist and support the grid lines and clear the grid lines. I am for this little area, I want to say, as many more are, okay, because the more that we're grounding in and literally grounding in and expanding, okay, the more it's actually assisting those around. And also, what was it? Possibly triggering them off because they've got attachments with them, because I think it's really important that we are aware of how to do with the emotions, because the emotional field is really being sort of like rebalanced and recalibrated for so many. But what I'm also being told as well, it's at the moment, it's at the present moment, it's like a lot of people have been really hard on themselves, really, cancel, clear, delete the word, but really a little bit tough, okay, and more in the I am the victim inwardly, I want to say. And you're not a victim, okay, you've basically just got to work through the emotions. Are you going to do meditations? Are you going to nature? I.e., because in a sense, it's a pattern, and it can be outside influences as well, okay, but it's about realizing that within you, you are joy, you are love, you're abundance. And I'm not talking about abundance of money, I'm talking about abundance of love energy, I want to say, because that's what's really coming out to play, okay, because we're so quick to actually say I love you, but to actually feel it and be it is two different kettles of fish. It is. Because when you actually feel it and be it, for me personally, my whole body is vibrant, it feels vibrant, it's tingly, it's like, like, oh my god, it's just like like that, it really is. And this is also about reconnecting, in the sense of well, I'm going to say like soul tribes, okay, because soul tribes are massive, and that's it. But what we're actually doing as well, we're actually unwinding, I want to say, in a sense where we got tricked, trapped, and all that nonsense, I want to say. And it's a forgiveness, it is. And it's about mercy, it is, and it's about compassion, it is. And some people may think, oh, whatever, but no, okay, because that, in a sense, is within you somewhere, okay, and it's about suddenly you will get that aha moment and reconnect where it originates from if you're doing the work. Okay. Um, this is also um, about your healing energies. Okay. And I'm saying energies, consciousness. Okay. Because there's different levels of consciousness. And I'm actually saying different levels. Okay. Because the more, these are just 3D words, okay? I just like to be totally honest with you. The way that I love to work is when I'm working with clients and I'm just doing what I need to be doing and moving the energy and they're feeling it. And sometimes people, in a sense, will just completely fall off to sleep, okay? Sometimes, how can I say, I will actually see that the intrigue that's in their eyes. It's like suddenly they're fascinated. It's what they're feeling. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Um, and but the thing is, what I'm actually saying here as well is, it's we're actually here to assist and support each other because each has a gift. Okay, but I do feel we have to be, how can I say, aware of so much, okay? Because we are in sort of like a Pandora's box, and that box has been opened, and that box has got so many gifts in there. But it's navigating, I want to say, navigating a life experiences, because in all fairness, this is about our soul's expansion, okay? And in a sense, I'm going to actually say correcting, okay, correcting certain things, um, where possibly, and I'm saying possibly, there's many possibilities here, um, ancestors have been tricked and trapped and all that, okay, but it's really getting to know to the crux of it, because we are warriors, and we are warriors, okay, in a sense everyone is a warrior, but it's like recognizing and accepting and realizing how courageous you really are. Because if you look at where you were, say, like 5 years ago, you could have been in a relationship that completely controlled you. And you may not be in a relationship right now, and you've got that opportunity to be who you really are and shine your divine light and work on yourself, in a sense. Or you could have been unhappy in a job and you couldn't speak your truth and you knew something was not right and you was trying to do your work to the best of your abilities, and you could have made things that, if, say, for instance, example wise, you had a manager that was above you, and if they took on board your ideas or your suggestions to make things a lot more easier and much more accommodating for all, where there was, the energy was a lot more flowing, but they was just challenging in a sense because you had brilliant ideas and they didn't want to take it on board, and they made your job, a lot more challenging. So, when you look at it, this is so vast. It is, because this is about bringing unity, divine love in. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're grounding this in, and we're grounding in so many different aspects of divine, okay, to give each individual being the chance and the ability to reconnect and awaken it, and in a process that is accommodating and gentle, in a sense, as best it can be for each individual person, okay. um Nobody, I mean, for me, looking back on it, for me, I was opened up at over 7 days. I was, after a near-death experience, and I was. And looking back on it now, those 7 days, I was like, shock, trauma, you name it, I went through it. But looking back on it now, I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't, because the experiences that I was taking with my main guide Den Shang Su up into the universe, out of body experiences. I knew how to mix herbs. I knew how to work with my energy to put my hands on to people to heal, because I was just a conduit. The energy was coming through me. But in the processes throughout the years, I've had to go more within to be more aware. For me, Creator God, for me, my past lives, for me, forgiveness, for me, divine love, where I'd shut down as a child. I had through my experiences, through my circumstances, and this will be a lot for many. It will be in different ways, but now it's about being natural, because it is natural. When your energy is expanding more, in a sense, like you're growing more within. I want to say, it's like how we're growing in the physical sense, 3D. We're actually growing within. We are, and we're just expanding in a very gentle way, learning how to do it like with ease and grace, smoothly, much more smoothly, instead of sort of like running to the finishing lines and missing certain points. Okay, and no shortcuts, because we, in one sense, we are all individually connected to divine creator. Okay, and we have to go through the processes in a sense within to allow, to embrace, to welcome our I am presence in. We do. And yes, on the outside, okay, we come up against different beings and energies, okay, that's in a sense a little bit foreign in one aspect, but not, okay, because in the cosmos, these energies have coexisted, okay, eons and eons ago, and even up to this point, okay, because this is, if we had everything in the palm of our hand and knew everything in one go, okay, what we're doing there? What we're doing? This density is where souls have been dumbed down, power taken away, tricked, trapped, sluggish, different parasites and energies that have come onto our biofield, I'm going to say, okay, our field, and interfered, okay, and we've had to relearn, okay, how to sort of like neutralize it all, so we can expand more, because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, okay, the energies that are not that are malevolent, okay, they don't like the light, they don't like love, okay, but that is because of whatever they've gone through, and that is because their heart is closed down. It is, and they're playing out their parts, and that's it. But the fact is, what a lot are not aware of, okay, when you come across these I'm going to say entities, okay, you have when you're vibrating on a certain level, okay, and you're emanating your divinity, expanding out and hitting them, I mean, one, it triggers them off big time, but you're actually giving them through your like I say, you're actually vibrating your energy out to give them the opportunity. They can either go to whatever evolution they come from, or they can heal. And that's it. It is. Because when you have possessions, and what I mean by possessions, okay, is when people have torn, rips, that their field has been interfered with, because you do get it. It happens 100%, it does. And this is not really talked about. And it should be talked about, and it should be, there should be more out there doing. And I'm not saying that they're not, okay? Because I've got, on my pathway, there's quite a few on my pathway that I'm aware of that actually do assist and support and help, okay? And that is the truth of it. But for the vast majority out there, you know, you have to go through experiences, because how can you help if you do not know? And that is the truth. The more I'm actually saying a quantum energy healer, facilitator, Reiki healer, facilitator has gone really deep into the rabbit hole within themselves and really reconnected to divine, okay, they will have been on one hell of a roller coaster ride and had some mind-boggling, okay, experiences. And this is to clear out fear. Because if you have no fear, wow, wow. The power, the divine power that you've got within your being from your heart center, it's whoopee whoopee woo woo. It really is, okay? Because you are just working with love. So what I'm going to, I mean, because there's so many different forms of parasites. You got parasites. Now, the symptoms of parasites, okay, and they're not just parasites, because you got demonic. You got right across the board. You have it could be tiredness, fatigue. What's it? Fatigue, anxiety, 100th monkey, I call it. That's when your brain, it's like you're chatting to yourself, but you're not hearing your voice. It's like you're split, if that makes any sense. You're sad when you should not be sad for no reason. I mean, you could be happy as Larry, go around someone's, and suddenly it's like you walk out, okay, and your energy could be flat as a pancake, and their energy could be up, and that's what I call they've got an entity attachment, and that's a vampire, okay? That's one aspect. These are just words, okay, because it's a malevolent energy that's interfering in your field. So that would tell you you've got more to practice on to keep your field stronger, okay, and keep it all at bay. But you have to go through certain experiences so you can fine tune your energy, and that is the truth of it, because this is about just actually being in balance, okay? If you can imagine two pillars by the side of you with white divine light, okay, and you're just grounded in, your energy is just grounded in onto the magnetic field, okay, because we're energy, we're consciousness, and we're just flowing. We are. I mean, this is so big. It's I mean, it's quite interesting. It's more that you're sort of like in the 3D physical, and you're actually becoming aware of how vast this is, and the more you're getting to know yourself, and the more that you're getting to know your divine energy, because we're all unique. Every single person down here is unique, okay? But it's the fact of like whatever you've got you've written in your contracts to come down here and experience in your repeat pattern. Oh, there's my baby. It's about completing that process, in a sense, down here. This is what I'm going to call wrapping up the carpet, okay? Some will get that, some won't. But the fact is, it's okay. It's about taking one little step after another step, okay, and that is it. Because really, when you think about it, from a baby to now, I have no idea how many steps I've taken, but each was an experience. Each was in the moment, okay. But it was about, in a sense, working myself, actually walking back into divine. That is the bet for me personally. Actually walking back to divine and reconnecting with divine, and being, literally, um, allowing my divine I am presence to come in. Okay, and I'm saying that, allowing it, because I know for a fact there was one stage in my journey many years ago when they were talking about God, and I was, well, who is God? I'm talking about when I was little. I am, like with the churches and all that. Okay, it was very foreign to me, very foreign to me. But and I used to see a lot of things when I was little in the bedroom as well. I remember being under my what you call duvet, not duvet of today. I can't remember the name of it, but mine was pink. Was it pink and purple? It was. It was, oh god, I tell you, it was really warm. Anyway, I'm coming up. I'm going back in time for some reason. Okay. Anyway, what I'm also look, what I'm actually going to say to you is that a lot of distractions that are out there are actual imprints. The more that you feed into the energies out there, okay, the more that you feed into the energies out there, yeah, the more that you feed into the energy. What I mean by feeding to the energy is focus, because that's pulling your energy away because it's got your attention. Okay, you need to pull back your energy to yourself. Even switch a channel, put some music on, do whatever makes you feel uplifted, a little bit more happier. Okay, um, because in all fairness, I mean, it is quite, you know, rampant out there. We'll cancel clear, delete that one. But right, so this is about learning, relearning to feel your energy, to work with your energy, rub your hands and feel, the impossible, I want to say, because technically one sense to say it's impossible, isn't it? But when you're actually feeling your energy, you can feel it right in between your fingers, okay? And that's around your whole body, in a sense, because we've got out the fields, But this is about learning to work with it. If you can, in the palms of your hands, you've got your chakra points you have. And this is about putting the intention in. So when you're focusing within, like if you can imagine like a beautiful little golden globe in, literally visualize it. And some people will see it because that's how advanced they are, and expand with it. You can, and put the intention of love, and just send that to whoever, if there's someone around you that's a little bit low. Okay, focus on them and send it. Okay, because love disperses all. It doesn't matter how person can get into that lower vibration and their thoughts, because people are not aware of this, okay, and especially if you've been dumbed down, okay. This is about coming, it's about neutralizing the dumbness, I want to say. it's about being I am, I I am, play with the words, feel, okay? It's about enlightenment, upliftment, joy, happiness, but it's also, in one aspect, it's about knowing the nooks and the crannies, in a sense, to transmute it all, to recalibrate your energy, okay? So many aspects, okay? This is about being true to yourself, okay? Being authentic, okay? Trusting your I am presence, because the more your I am presence is coming in, the more unentanglements, okay? And I'm going to sort of like show you a little bit about, okay, as you can see, I'm not from art school, okay? So, okay, let's put 2 eyes on the nose and the mouth, okay? Now, each experience that we go through from birth, okay, or pre-birth actually, each shock, each trauma, we will retract in, okay, so we'll get little dots that's restricting our energy, okay, to the point where we will get physical ailments. Physical ailments can be headaches, what else? It can be headaches, it can be spasms, we can get illnesses. This is right across the board, okay? And what we're here to do is clear it all, okay? So our energy, in a sense, okay, from our crown, from the highest levels, with our teams, and I'm going to put these dots here for teams, spiritual teams, where we're bringing in onto the field, and the energy is flowing. Our heart center there is radiating out. But the reality of all of that, okay, is, hold on a minute, let's do this a bit better for you. Is radiating out all the way, okay? And we've got outer bodies going around. We've got the mental, emotional. We have got quite a few, and some are not even known, okay, in the 3D aspect word-wise, okay, because we're just, okay, expanding out, and we're basically part of, we're part of the universe, we are, okay? In one aspect, we're an atom, we are, but we're an atom that expands out, okay? And this is where this is a pivotal time now, okay? And I'm saying time, okay, because time just spiral, it is, okay? We're going from here to here, okay? We're going from, in one aspect, limited to unlimited or limitless, okay? With many, many gifts, many capabilities, many, okay, memories, experiences of the divine core of Creator, because we're just an aspect of Creator. We are part of Creator, part of Creator God. We are, okay? We don't just experience life here. We're multidimensional, okay? Once you learn to master your energy here, okay, on the earth plane, okay, you literally, on the morphic field, you are connected to other planets, universes, galaxies. You are. And we, in all fairness, are capable. We are so powerful. We are so powerful. And for whatever reason, look at it like this, okay? We chose to come down here. Yes, we've got a recycling bin in a loop, I want to say, okay? But we are now unlinking from being trapped into freedom. Okay, these are just words. Okay, so that we are embodying more and more and embracing our divinity, and we are. And where they're saying that things are impossible, they're very extremely possible. They are. And I can tell you that from experience, okay? But down here, we have to, well, we do, it's a choice, okay? It's about neutralizing. And when I mean neutralizing, okay, it's like you've got, okay, two pillars. You've got positive, you've got negative, okay? We're in the middle, okay? We are back basically neutralizing, okay, the negative within ourselves, okay? These are imprints that have been done to us, okay, or possibly we chose it to just expand our soul, okay? But it is to bring in our energy, to allow our energy to just flow. It is. This is to come out, in a sense, come out of the patterning and the programming of being judgmental, of being hateful, how can I say, being in our own garden. Okay? Because once if you look at it, we're in a garden, we're picking out all the weeds, we are, in a sense, and we're watering all the flowers, all the veggies, and we're actually creating, the Garden of Eden within. That's what we're, wow, wow. So we have to learn boundaries. We have to relearn self-value, self-honoring, self-love. We have to relearn. Because literally, when we originally come on to the earth plane and decided to go to our parents and whatever, okay, originally, we were just love. And we were. So in a sense, we've had to go around the cosmos. We have to the cosmos to get all of our bits and pieces and clean it all up and reunite within our energy field. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. Talk about a cosmic joke, eh? Oh dear me. So really, we're limitless, and we really are, okay. But it doesn't really matter, okay, as far as I am concerned. I'm just doing it what I'm here to do. I am, and then once I've achieved my mission and my purpose, then I'm more up Jacob's ladder and going wherever I need to be. Okay, next planet. Okay, right. Um, but at the present moment in time, okay, this is all the addictions. Okay, now the addictions. Okay, you're addicted to TV. You're addicted. What was it to? Oh, what's it? All the different issues to do with the physical. Okay, because once you start thinking it, okay, and especially if it's out in the collective, you notice it will ripple out. Okay, for instance, okay, example wise, okay, dementia. Okay, now what not a lot of people are really aware of, okay, is yes, it was created out in the collective. It was, okay, by whoever wanted to pattern and program that, okay, and yes, it's part of an experience, but at the same time, okay, what with dementia is, okay, that is the person in a sense who's already returning home, okay, but they're in and out, okay. And if you notice, if you've got a relative with dementia, they can suddenly come back, okay, and they can be in the present moment in a sense, but or they could what you call it, was it recognize someone, what see a relative, okay, and think it's another relative, okay, because this is on your timeline. This is, okay. But what I'm actually getting to the point of, okay, this is literally where the soul, in a sense, okay, is in a sense already making the um, return home, I want to say. But for some reason, and I'm actually saying one reason, they're in and out of their physical, okay, and this could be to do for a multitude of reasons, okay, but that will actually show you, because question it, how can someone with dementia suddenly be in a completely different zone and then suddenly be back in this present moment? Think about it. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think I've got a lot of answers there as well myself. I did. Um, but anyway, right now I'm actually coming back to Lemuria, okay, because my memories of Lemuria are really reawakening. Um, and it's the old, in a sense, it's the old ways, it is, but it's the old, it's the knowledge of Lemuria is very, very powerful, very powerful. And it's the remembrance of it. And it's how we were so in tune, I want to say fine tuned, with our intuition, how we could create with just our thoughts, how we literally was just in a sense love, kindness, compassion, you name it, literally, where fear and hate and all that was not in on our perimeter. It wasn't. So if you think about it, because that's when it originally, the fear aspect started to penetrate into the field there, it did. So that would have been so extremely foreign to us. And now we have the many possibilities of where we're actually bringing that back in. We are, because that is part of our lineage, ancestry, and we're bringing it into our blueprints and expanding it out in the teachings, in a sense, and they are teachings because it is about the you know the love for ourselves, for creator, but also for others, because we are all one. We are. In Lemuria, there wasn't sort of like lies, deceit, and manipulation, all that. When it penetrated into the field, that's when the fear aspect came in. It was. But we were one with nature. We were one with the universe, one with all. And that's it. We were complete in one aspect. Because, you know, it's like from Jacob's ladder we came down, in a sense, and now we've been given the opportunity and many possibilities. We're going back up Jacob's ladder. We are, and reconnecting. I mean, this is a fascinating time. Fascinating time. It is. It's amazing. It is. You know, what we're unraveling, we are, and the beauty of our energy, and the beauty and the uniqueness of who, you know, where we originate from, okay, and our capabilities and our gifts. This is, but you see, at the same time, we've also got down here, you know, where we, in a sense, we're like clearing the path. We're clearing the path. That's what we're doing. Of all the, in a sense, corruptness, I want to say, the the parasites, you know, all of it, all of it. And it's our future progeny, our grandchildren, our children, you know, that's part of their journey, it is. Because the more, as I cannot explain this, the more that you are doing the work on yourself and with an elder, you know, in all fairness, and you're doing it when your workshops and your groups and stuff, the more you're expanding out as a unified field. That's what we're grounding in. That is what we're, you know, the unity and beauty and magnificence it is. And, you know, the disconnection, okay, from the disconnection, it's reconnection, it is. And it really, really is. And, you know, all these implants, okay, because implants, okay, to be totally honest with you, an implant, I mean, some implants are positive in the sense, for instance, if somebody needed a heart, because that's a form of an implant from another. That's a gift from another that's passed over. See, there's positive and in all there is, but you have to be discerning to know and be aware of the authentic truth. Okay? And you also have to be aware how to make sure the energy is vibrating on a frequency of do no harm. And that is the truth. This is so vast. I mean, it tickles me pink, it really, really does, on you know, what we came here to do. And all right, we've got the challenges out there, but when you think about it, we're limitless. They're limited. Sorry, but they're limited. Because it's going to do a bit more harvesting. And no one's awake, no one's on TikTok. Oh, this is good. This is good. So this is how we're really here to just work with our energies and knowing how to co-create together from heart center. Okay, our higher heart, because that is the key to it all. It is. And it's not from the brain. It isn't. My days. It's just oh my days. I feel like a little kid that just wants to go skipping around, whoopee whoopee you in the universe. But anyway, um, oh right, yeah, there's a lot of activations, isn't there, coming in as well. And for me personally, um, what each activation that's coming to me, like that's coming back online, I want to say, is to do with my blueprints. It is, and oh my days, we're so blessed, so blessed, so blessed. And really, this is about living with the soul on the physical earth. Okay, and it's whatever's been hidden is being, revealed. It is, because everyone's, I mean, I personally don't think there's any right or wrong way. Okay, I personally feel, okay, you just have to be who you are, and do what we're here to do. Okay, but because we come up against those that have got attachments and whatever, and really malevolent thinking and being, we have to, be the warrior and the beacon of light, and just boom. No, sorry, love that. It is, because it's, in all fairness, it's been so, put it like this, blockages when you think about it. Yeah, blockages when you think about it, for the pure and simple reason to make each individual person doubt themselves. But really, when you think about it, you turn that doubt into courage. You do, and you grab everything by the horns. I'm going to say, so whoa, up to the universe you belong to. It's not my reality. Yeah. So yeah, it's oh damn, I just literally what I just got there, then it just absolutely tickled me pink, it really did. Yeah, because this is about, being true to who you are, okay, and just really being joy, abundant, healthy, wealthy, but wealthy in the sense of like health, wealthy in the sense of like kindness and love, okay. I mean, all these words, it's not just one way, it's a multitude of ways, it is. But this is about really, we, really cleaning out like a washing machine all of this, and releasing it and integrating it, okay, transmuting it, okay, to become limitless or unlimited. Unlimited. Because that's a pretty term, unlimited, unlimited box, open box. Oh my days. So, right. Whew, I will be coming back on and doing another one tomorrow. I will. And I'm going to go with what my guides are literally, wanting to reveal. I want to say bit by bit that they're making their presence very strongly known. Okay. And it's be joy, be happy, be uplifted. Ease and grace. Don't be so challenging on yourself. Okay. Pain or no pain. Okay. You have to feel within, okay, feel the love of who you really are, because it's love that, it's only love, divine love, that heals, okay. And once you untangle, the quicker, the more quicker your energy is flowing, okay, and the more, in a sense, eager you are to do a little bit more work. It's like you have to get through that sort of like that gate of ego, You know what I mean? There's many different forms of ego, but get through the first gate of ego, okay? That is like, you know, because the more deeper that you go, okay, the more, in a sense, depending how far you've been, you're in the systems, okay, and I'm saying systems, you stick your feet in the mud more, you do. Well, no, come on, let's take the feet out of the mud, okay, and start walking on the grass, barefooted. So with that, I'm going to say love and light, okay. I hope this sort of like is, hope you like my drawings, okay. I'm just hoping, okay, that, you know, one little divine spark has lit up. Okay, that's my job done then. Okay, for this session. I mean, if you look at my tray, look how many lights. Okay, little baubles. Yeah, because that becomes brighter and brighter and brighter. It does. And just look at yourself as literally little bauble, golden bauble, golden sun. It's a clue there. Okay, your heart chakra, sun, golden sun. So I'm going to say namaste, and from my heart to your heart, be at one, be joy, be uplifting, laugh, put music on, you know, do a little bit of a jig, move your body. And just be aware. It's crumbling. Okay, it is crumbling outside. Okay, it may feel like you're crumbling inside. Okay, but the actual fact, that's just the old system. Okay, because it's the new golden age, and it's universal life force. It is, and the new golden age is abundance, but abundance of life, abundance of joy, abundance of upliftment. Okay, abundance of unity, kindness, compassion. Okay, being there for each other, families coming together, reuniting, nature growing, expanding. Okay, and it's about transmuting the fear imprints. I mean, there's thousands of fear imprints, thousands. And if you don't know how to do it yourself, and you need a little bit of help and assistance, guidance, or you actually, I'm using the word healing, clearing and stuff like that, just literally go onto my website and you've got the link there for my email. Yeah, and we'll do a session. We will. And you know, it's about being there for each other, but you are going to find there's going to be a lot of crumbling on some that have been misled, or quite a lot that's been misled. Okay, but that's not in judgment, because that's the truth of it. It is, because we never ever, okay, on the earth plane, never ever stop working on ourselves, or even in the cosmos we don't. That's it. So right, we're going to go from limited to unlimited. It is. And with that, I'm going to say, see you shortly. Yeah.